So there are some very big problems brewing within the Marvel cast and even with Kevin Feige between the studio and Disney themselves, how they're being managed. There's a lot of problems happening over at Marvel right now, and it might cause some huge problems when it comes to the creation of future projects. Let's check it out. So it's really no secret when it comes to this space on YouTube that a lot of people just aren't happy with the direction that Marvel is going in. I mean, Marvel and Disney and Lucasfilm and all these other Disney properties, all these other things that are being made under Disney always preach this stuff about escapism, and especially Marvel. Marvel is the main one that always puts that escapism word in their trailers, in all of their advertisements. They're always pushing that escapism concept, and yet whenever they make stuff like Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's the complete opposite of escapism. It's literally showing us things that it's happening in real time, in real life. They're just trying to profit off of these causes that are popular at the time, that are popping whenever these shows are supposed to come out. They just want to make money off of these causes that a lot of people truly care about. A lot of people truly have a soft spot in their heart for a lot of these causes. So whenever that happens, whenever they put that stuff in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you know what I'm talking about, I don't want to say it because I'm on YouTube and I might get in trouble, but you know what I'm talking about with the Falcon and Winter Soldier stuff. If you've seen the show, they tried to profit straight up off of things that was happening in real life whenever that show came out, or a little bit before when that show came out. And it's very offensive, not only to the people that just want to have true escapism in their Marvel shows and in their Marvel movies, but it's offensive to the people that truly care about those causes that they're trying to fight for in real life. It's offensive all around. It's not good in any way. And unless you're just a bot and you don't realize what's happening, it's not a good thing in any way. It's offensive to everyone. It's offensive to the people that just don't care and we just want to see Marvel stuff. And it's offensive to the people that truly care about their causes. Well, they're being called out over and over again. And I think even some of the Marvel cast and maybe even people working with Kevin Feige, maybe Kevin Feige himself, are just getting fed up with this stuff. I know that a lot of you have seen this already, but Dean Cain slams wokeness and anti-Americanism in new Captain America comic. And I think a couple cast members might have either agreed with this or disagreed with this and shared it with each other. And I think they're kind of beefing over it. I think the Marvel cast is a little bit upset at each other because of stuff like this. I think they're being fed up. Some of them, maybe like Chris Pratt, we know that he's conservative in his beliefs. Maybe he's fed up with this kind of stuff too. And maybe even Robert Downey Jr., which I'll talk about in 1 second. But Dean Cain, best known for once playing Superman on the 90s TV series Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, once a word on the new Captain America book miniseries, United States of Captain America. In a Tuesday Fox News appearance that he's making the rounds on right-wing media this week, Cain decreed wokeness and anti-Americanism in the latest comics, joining a chorus of conservatives criticizing the story for depicting Steve Rogers, questioning the reality of the American dream. We all know what they're trying to do. We all know that they're trying to just go against the status quo. What can we possibly do to shock these people, to add shock value onto this, and to also pander to the left-leaning people, pander to the woke mob on Twitter? Make Captain America the most American character in all of comic book history, literally called Captain America. Make him not like his own country. Make him not like the country that he's named after. Make Captain America hate America. It's so obvious what they're trying to do. They're trying to pander to these left-leaning, these woke people who, live in America, profit off of America, have all the benefits of America, but at the same time trash on America on Twitter all the time. It's ridiculous, but that's who they're pandering to. They're pandering to those idiots that don't have to go to work and they get all this money. They get enough money to live. They get enough money to eat. They get enough money to survive and even thrive sometimes. They don't even have to work for it. But no, they hate America at the same time. And they're making Captain America also hate America, the American dream, not believe in the American dream anymore. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. And we all know what they're trying to do. They're all trying to profit, like I said, off those woke Twitter people. And I think a lot of the Marvel cast disagree on this. And maybe even, like I said, some of the higher ups like Kevin Feige. Let's check out what I'm talking about today. Robert Downey Jr. has Marvel fans shook because he unfollowed his MCU co-stars. Now, this doesn't happen very often. This doesn't happen by accident. Maybe if it was one or two of them, you could say it was an accident. And I'm sure Robert Downey Jr. will still come out and say it's an accident because everyone's making it a big deal. But this isn't an accident. You don't accidentally unfollow all of your co-stars. Apparently, who Robert Downey Jr. follows on Instagram means a great deal to fans of the MCU. I mean, look, it's kind of crazy that that's what we're worried about in 2021 is who Robert Downey Jr. is following on Instagram. But at the end of the day, it does mean something. It does mean that he's possibly beefing with his other Marvel co-stars. And this isn't the only news that I have for you today. So don't be like, oh, Justin just made a video on who Robert Downey Jr. follows. No, that's not all that's here. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. The actor who plays Tony Stark aka Iron Man in the MCU, has people speculating about his future in the films after they noticed that he is no longer following his co-stars on his verified Instagram account. While his character Fate seemed finalized in 2019's Avengers Endgame, fans have held on to hope that Downey as Stark, one of the original Avengers, will re-emerge in the Marvel Universe in some way. We all know he's coming back. Everyone who's died in the MCU, who's a main character, anyone like Captain America who's not completely dead, but he's very old to the point where he's not really Captain America anymore, they're all coming back. Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson. You know, a lot of people were saying after Scarlett Johansson said in some interview that she would like to come back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're like, well, you're dead. That has never stopped Marvel before. Loki was dead too, and he has his own show. It doesn't matter. There's multiverse now. Anyone can come back, and Robert Downey Jr. is definitely going to come back in the future sometime. I don't know what's happening, Mr. Stark. Why did you unfollow the Marvel cast on Instagram? One person tweeted. The cast probably shouldn't take it personally. However, Downey, who has more than 50 million, that's so crazy, 50 million followers, that's so crazy, is now following only 43 people, and none of them are actors at all. So I wonder what this means. I wonder if Robert Downey Jr. is just straight up fed up with what's happening in Hollywood right now. I don't know if it's political based, but maybe he's just tired of all these fake people trying to portray this message just to get jobs. You know, all this fake stuff going on just for them to get cast and stuff, just for them to get on these studios like Disney and Warner Brothers, just to get on their good side, just to look good. They're just saying all this stuff to get on their good side. Maybe Robert Downey Jr. is just tired of that. Maybe I would be tired of it too. A lot of these people around YouTube, a lot of these people that, you know, I'm friends with, I don't hold anything against them, but a lot of them play the game very well. You know, when it comes to networking and ass kissing, they play the game very well. I will never be that type of person. I can never play that game. If I'm friends with you, I'm friends with you, and you will know. I will never ass kiss someone just to get on their good side if I'm not friends with them. And even if I'm friends with you, I'm never going to ass kiss you. I'm just going to tell you how it is. If I like something, I like something. If I don't, I don't. And I'll always be that way. I'll never play the game. I just can't. I don't have it in me. But I respect people that do play the game. I understand it, and I'll never, you know, bash you for it. But apparently Robert Downey Jr. is just tired of people playing the game, and I don't blame him, man. I can't play that game either. But he appears to be using the account to promote things he's passionate about, including his Footprint Coalition. The group is described as a coalition of investors, donors, and storytellers committed to scaling technologies to restore our planet. Now, a lot of people are saying that this group of people, the Footprint Coalition, I don't know anything about it, but I saw people saying that it's kind of linked to conservatives, and I don't think that that's true at all. I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is a conservative, especially in the traditional sense, because he definitely believes in climate change and all of that stuff. So I don't think that Robert Downey Jr. is a straight up conservative. I think that he is probably, I don't even think that he votes left or right. I don't think he votes Republican or Democrat. I think he said that in the past. He kind of votes third party. But also, we know that Marvel actors, that actors in general, will do stuff just because of your political beliefs. They will straight up blackball you from their lives as much as possible. If the Avengers cast catches wind that, you know, Chris Pratt for some reason gets away with it, he's conservative, he's Christian, and everyone hates him for it for some reason, and he even declined to go on that Joe Biden fundraiser for the Avengers, I respect it, you know, and the fact that the Marvel cast can respect it as well, I respect them for doing it, and I respect them for respecting Chris Pratt's decision and not trying to blackball him, not trying to get him fired from Marvel or canceled or anything like that. But Robert Downey Jr. may have said some stuff after this Dean Cain statement about Captain America. Maybe he said some stuff to the Avengers cast. And now Mark Ruffalo, he's the type of person, and he's not the only one, but I just pulled up this one tweet. Donald Trump is over. He will never, ever hold office or credibility again. Same with all of his GOP enablers. Time to move into the light, America. Ding dong, MAGA is dead. Like, that's the type, you know how people really care about football too much? You know, where I'm from, when the Saints lose, it kind of does put a damper on my week. You know, I kind of just feel sad until the next week if they win. But some people, whenever the Saints lose, they'll punch their TVs and break windows and go outside and smash car doors and stuff like that. Mark Ruffalo is a type of fan where he goes out and smashes car windows and smashes mailboxes and stuff when his person loses, and when his person wins, he goes and jumps into a lake or something. Instead of just being a little bit happy or being a little bit sad about their team losing, that's this type of person right here. He's going out and smashing car windows when his team loses, and his team won. But whenever someone like Robert Downey Jr., if they were to say something bad about his team, he would just be completely blackballed, just completely blacklisted from his life, and he would probably try to get him fired. Maybe that's what happened. It's not just Mark Ruffalo. A lot of actors in Hollywood, a lot of actors inside of Marvel and Star Wars. Look, man, I love Mark Hamill to death, but he's the same way. These people have TDS so bad. He's the same way. A lot of these actors, man, are like that. So if they all came together and, you know, people like Mark Ruffalo, people are similar to Mark Ruffalo, which he seems like a cool guy, man. It's really frustrating that this has happened to some people. Seems like a cool guy, but if he came together with his other co-stars and was like, you know what, let's get rid of this RDJ guy. He seems like he's not on our side. He doesn't like our team. Let's blackball him. Let's maybe try to get him canceled, or at least just not talk to him anymore. And maybe Robert Downey Jr. figured it out and was like, you know what, I'm not going to talk to you either. I'm going to unfollow you, all of you. But also, you know, like I said, Chris Pratt isn't joining his fellow Avengers in a fundraiser for Joe Biden, and Twitter piled on. So it's happened before. They've had disagreements before when it comes to politics. This isn't anything new. Also, Kevin Feige apparently not happy with Black Widow release. There's stuff going on in Marvel right now. You know, there's turmoil in Marvel. There's possibly even a civil war within Marvel. I've made a video about that already, I believe, but I think there's some kind of civil war going on in Marvel. It's not looking good. Apparently Kevin Feige wasn't happy with the fact that it was released on Disney Plus and in theaters on the same day. And, you know, it didn't seem like a good idea to me either, but apparently the movie made $215 million in opening weekend, which I'm happy about. You know, a lot of people aren't happy about it because they're like, oh, damn, Disney did good again. Disney did good on accident again with the male hating movie. I haven't seen it yet, but a lot of my close friends said that there's nothing male hating about it. You know, maybe a few female power moments in it, but that's just Hollywood now. You know, we got to get used to it. We got to get over it, or we're never going to be able to enjoy anything again. But I don't think there's going to be anything male hating in the movie. And I'm happy that the movie made $215 million, because maybe that'll inspire other studios to start releasing all of their movies again, start making more new movies again, releasing it on their streaming services and also in theaters at the same time. I'm happy. I hope the movie makes $1 billion. I really do. Not because I care about Black Widow or Marvel or Disney's well-being, but I care about the movie industry's well-being. I want to see more movies. I want to see them in theaters, and also I want to see them on streaming services if I don't feel like going to the movies. I just want it to succeed because I care about the movie business, the theater business. I care about all of that succeeding. I don't care about Marvel or Disney, you know, but I don't really want it to fail because of that reason. But let me know what you guys think about all this turmoil, all this stuff that's happening within Marvel, this possible Marvel civil war happening between Marvel, Kevin Feige, and maybe between Kevin Feige and Disney, and then all of the Marvel cast, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Pratt, Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr. unfollowing all of his Marvel co-stars on Instagram. Let me know what you think is going on with all of that stuff. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, put those links in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one.